Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, where of course it's all Juve all the time. I'm Alberto, you know the drill. It's November 21st. I'm going to hit you with all the news surfacing this morning around Juventus. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Leandro Paredes as he's in the news. Paul Pogba is in the news. There are more names to add to the list of potential targets for Juventus in upcoming mercados. One listed as January, and then we're going to take a look at the World Cup action, which has commenced, and we're going to see how our AJC World Cup Ride or Die Challenge has kicked off. So let's get into it. Alright, Juventini, friendly reminder to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel, right? So let's get into the news now. So Leandro Paredes, a lot of question marks circulating around Juventini about if he has met the criteria or not, or what the criteria even is based on having his contract extended and going into the second year option. Well, here we go. Today the reports are surfacing that round of 16 in Champions League was one of the criteria that had to be met for Paredes' purchase to become an obligation. Again, this is only coming out now from one outlet, so we have to keep tabs on it. That may not necessarily be true, and only the ones involved actually know, but it is being listed that round of 16 is one of the criteria. If that is the case, Juve does not have an obligation to purchase Paredes, and it has been widely reported by a number of outlets that Juve is not completely happy with Paredes, not just in terms of performance, but there was some rumblings about attitude. So there you have it. That's the latest on Leandro Paredes, okay? Now we get to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba has gone to Miami. He is going to be rehabilitating. He is not alone. He has a member of the Juve staff with him to help him basically rehab and get back. Obviously, Juve is in a working holiday right now, okay? So they have been giving training regimens to their players that aren't participating in the World Cup. They have to follow them. They will be reconvening at Contenasa December 6th, okay? So a working holiday in progress currently for the players. Paul Pogba in Miami, however, with a member of the Juventus staff, okay? Now, we started looking at potential targets for Juventus in upcoming mercados, all right? And one of them being named is Ajax man Mohamed Kudus. He is being named as a potential target for Juventus. There are going to be a number of teams in for this player, Juventus being listed as one of them, all right? Now, we get to some names at the defensive side of things, and Strahinus Pavlovic, okay? Strahinja Pavlovic has been linked with Juventus back in the summer, and his name continues to be one that was here even earlier on in the season when the season just begun, that they were looking at him. He is a left-footed center back for Salzburg, and he is high on Juve's list, apparently. Also, on the backside of things, you have Josko Variol of Leipzig. He is on Juve's list, okay? So there's a couple more names to add into the mix of players Juve is watching out for and potential opportunities, okay? Cher Undur of Benfica. It has been reported in January Juventus can look to strike and pick this player up. Again, only one source so far, so we're going to keep tabs on that. Wait to see if some of the bigger guns come in there and have anything to say about that one. But these are some of the names being thrown out there today, all right? Now, as far as the World Cup goes, obviously we're having our fun World Cup Ride or Die Challenge. Yesterday kicked things off with Joe Cappuccino taking the victory with his Ecuador, beating Anthony's Qatar side. So Joe's kicking things off with 3 points. Today it looks like Anthony's going to get 3 points and return the favor to Joe as his England's beating Joe's Iran. Later on today, you're going to have Joe taking on Lucci in Senegal versus Holland, and then Anthony plays himself when USA takes on Wales, all right? And USA, Weston Mckennie slated to start. He will be the first Juventus player in action at the World Cup, all right? So Weston Mckennie to kick things off for the Juventus players out there representing their nations. We will keep tabs on Weston McKennie's performance. I'll bring it up in the news sector tomorrow, and we'll see if he can have himself a decent showing. It'd be important for Juventus for him to have a good, positive tournament based on his performance with Juve so far this season and come back with a good amount of confidence and hopefully turn things around for the second half of the season. But of course, all yet to be determined. All right, that's your news break, Juventini. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's reconvene tomorrow and tackle Weston McKennie's performance and all the other news circulating around Juventus, and have some fun. For those of you that missed out on the live show yesterday, it was a great time tackling the week in news from myself, Lex, and Lucci. Make sure you check it out. We'll talk to you tomorrow. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.